Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. Bitter seed with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.
I told you I'm coming for you, I'm coming through you, either way, it don't matter.
Welcome to another episode of BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, BIRDGANG 31.
Hey, why they so mad at you? A clock to the distance, no, I'm the raddest dude. Plus the flow is on point and it's tactical. Don't hate my goose, gon' get after you. Don't feel bad for that dude. Leaving behind, girl, that's what you had to do. Lord, say this is not something for you. It's the shit that got me going prehistoric. I'ma beat the people, they been fiending for it. If you see the problems, I can ignore it. Dumping in the trenches, I've been bleeding for it. Go nuclear like you can nuke 'em. I rebuke 'em if they attack, then I juke 'em. Fuck 'em like Michael, I juke 'em. Hit 'em with the kitchen, got do. I'ma bring it to the pessimists. Hope you niggas get the message. This is it for the pessimists. Killing demons like an exorcist. Passive aggressive is over. This shit for the soldiers and all of the warriors. Know that the battle is glorious. Until my whole team is victorious, bitch, I'm a monster. Bitch, I'm a monster. I'm saying, bitch, I'm a monster. If I snuck up in the bedroom and touch you while you sleep, it's me, I'm fucking with you, I ain't gonna get you out of this track. TCJ Mason. Niggas can't believe what I'm doing. I'm in me like a cat hoeing 9 lives. Summer 18, they squeezing the 9, 10 times. Sending these cats lost, but I'm staying hard.
What is up? What is up? Welcome to another edition of BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, BG31 in the building. I had to go get my boy, my brother from another mother, AK Eagles in the building. How you doing today, my guy? Can you hear me? You're muted.
Oh, yeah, I got you, man. Appreciate you so much for having me on.
No problem.
You sent me out the invite this evening, and I'm glad to come on and talk some Eagles football with you for the first time this year, and can't wait to get into it.
First time this year is right, and I couldn't wait, man. We got a hot Eagles team, man. We got a hot Eagles team. We look good. Our quarterback looks good. Everything looks good. Walk me through the first 3 weeks of Eagles football since I haven't talked to you.
Yeah, man. You know, listen, I was actually at week 2, the home opener. I got to see it for myself firsthand. I loved that game. I loved what we showed on offense and defense. Listen, man, this team is very well built. Me and you talked this off season, and we kind of had our ways of looking at this team. Obviously we all know what you were saying, and in all real, it doesn't look that crazy anymore to a point, the way our schedule's set up and the way that this team's playing. But, I'm still – listen, I've bumped my expectations up a little more because of the first 3 weeks and what they've shown. Now, granted, I mean, this is flexible. It can go any way week by week. You know, it just all depends on how they perform. But right now, the way this team is playing offensively, defensively, everything, man, like I said it last week, dude, 15-2. And the only reason we go 15-2 and we get 2 losses is because we shoot ourselves in the foot and we lose those games, you know? And I don't know, man. There's just something about this team. There's something about Jalen, his leadership, the vibes he brings, and you know, he's on point this year, dude. Like no lie, he is disgusting right now. So, you know,
Hey,
this offense seems like it can't be beat. This defense is on lock. I mean, the last 2 weeks they only gave up 15 points. So, sky's the limit, dog. Seriously.
yeah, 17-0 to prove otherwise, like I always say, you know, because I started season, I always say it's 17-0 till proven otherwise, but I went and said 14-3 because I didn't want to seem like that guy. But you know, I'm sticking more towards the 17-0 the way this team looks, man. We're dominating at all sides of the ball. I think we're the most the deepest team in the NFL. You know, to be exact, I can't tell you another team. And that's going to be one of the topics we look into here. Because as you see, the Eagles power rank are number 1 on the power rank, or number 2 on the power rankings from PPF. You know, I really think we're number 1. The Dolphins are good, but they're not as complete as we are. You know, offensively, they're just as much of a threat, but I don't think, you know, complete team, they're where we are. So PFF, I think you got another one wrong there, my guy. But, you know, even being number 2, like who would have thought the Eagles, you know, would be number 2? You know, through 3 weeks in this year's season. Did you think that?
Well, I mean, if you remember back long enough, dude, you heard me say if all things go right, there's no reason that we should not be 8-0 come our bye week. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, if we truly had really high expectations for this team, which a lot of us did to a point, you know, listen, I know a lot of people give us shit for our schedule and how easy it is. And I've heard people say, well, who have you played? Listen, man, we
Hey,
don't
the
make
Lions, they're looking pretty good this year.
Yeah, I mean the Lions do look really good. And I'm not saying that, but the fact is though, we don't make the schedule. It's not like we have say in it. We are told who we play, and that is who we play. But you know, maybe it's not about who we play, but it's the fashion and how we win it. And the way I look at it is Detroit was a good team. I even said it this offseason. They're going to be sneaky good. They could even finish second in their division.
What are
They
let me
don't look
see.
stupid anymore.
What are they on the power ranking right now? Let's go back to this real fast.
I don't know.
Let's
What are they?
see. Detroit. Oh, they're way down there. They're 1-2? Or are they 2-1?
They're 1-2, I think.
1-2. Oh, I see.
Or maybe they're I don't know. But anyway, no matter
We know
what,
they just won the Commanders. That's what I do know.
they play hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They really do, and they're in every single game so far. So
Yeah.
they can put up points, and they're not afraid to send the pressure. So that game was what it was, you know, and it's proven that. And I don't feel as bad anymore about that game because they did it to the Commanders, and then they did it to their last opponent they just played. So I mean, it wasn't just us. So I don't feel as bad now. There was some people out there that had Kirk Cousins as their MVP in Minnesota going to the Super Bowl.
Facts.
Yeah, that got stomped out very quickly. Just gonna say that, you know. And then week 3, a lot of Commanders, man, talk shit, a lot,
Yeah.
you know. And a lot of people were so up on Carson Wentz. Oh, he's second in the league in passing yards and blah, 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 blah. We knew who he was. We knew what we were going to get, and we knew how to beat him. And that's exactly what we did. 9 sacks.
Did you think that was going to happen? Because I thought it was going to be a big sack day on him. I didn't think it was going to be 9. 9 is like, wow, that was a lot. You know, you just up that padding there. You know, we're all complaining, where the sacks, you know? And then all of a sudden, 9 of them. It was like, woo, everybody was eating that day.
You know, as you know, I get harassed on Twitter from time to time from some certain people, you know. And I made the comment probably 2 days before the Washington game that we're going to have 4 sacks, right? Well, the day of the game and as it's going on, there's a tweet put out, at AK Eagles, how stupid is he? 4 sacks. Hassan Riddick was going to have 2. Dude, we were at like 9 sacks when that tweet went out. It's like, okay, whether I was wrong that Hassan Riddick was going to have 2.
Right, he got 1.
Still fucking 9 sacks. I only said 4. Like, they overproduced what I'm not going to be mad either way, whether I was wrong or right. It's 9 fucking sacks.
Yeah, I was getting hyped in the pregame show. I was like, yeah, we're getting 5 sacks today, baby. We gonna mollywop them. 5 sacks. And next thing you know, 9 sacks. It was like 5 in the first half or something like that. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. It was crazy.
Dude, that game was intense. I mean, that is the type of defense you want to see. Now, I would love to see our second half be a lot more powerful offensively. I get it. We don't have to be, but man, I would love to win by 48. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
But I get it. I get it.
Clear win. Like, even though it was a clear win,
yeah.
I think it's 2 different cases. The Minnesota game was a little bit different. Like, even though we, kind of stopped scoring in the second half, we could have scored some more of that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have put a couple more points, didn't let them feel like they were going to get close. But that Washington game, man, they weren't scoring either. So, the score wasn't different. I tell people, do you go into waste clock mode in that mode? You're not calling the same plays. You're being a lot more conservative, because you're not really trying to run up the score on somebody. We were already up by how many points? You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them situations where I don't really think that this was so bad against Washington, but maybe, the Minnesota game, we could have did some more.
Well, and that's the thing that I fight with, the demon in my head, that I'm like, do we just really stall out in the second half, or do we just come out knowing that our defense is that dominant, which it really is, that we just don't really care whether or not that we score, because we know for the most part our defense will get us the ball back. You know what I mean? Or do we actually stall? Like, what is the issue? Is it just we just know we don't have to try as hard because we know our defense is going to be that good?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I would love to know that answer.
I believe so, man. I think the team knows they're that good. We know that they're that good. And that begs the question, are the Eagles the best team in the NFL? Because I'm saying yes. And I'm saying it's not even going to be close. And even a hotter take, and I know it's only week 3, but a hotter take is this, Eagles Nation, NFL Nation. The Eagles will stay number 1 of the power rankings for the rest of the year. They're not dropping, because this is PFFs, but on a lot of other ones, we're number 1. And they're up there, and I'm telling you, we're not dropping. Because we're the most complete team in the league, and I don't feel like you will see the Eagles drop. Maybe 1 for a week or 2 and go back up, but we're not dropping. We're not dropping back down that list. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our list to hold and, keep contained. We keep winning, get some games built up on some of these other teams. So maybe if we do lose a game here or there, it won't drop us out of that number 1 spot. We'll still be able to stay there. So, that's my hot take, my early hot take for the Philadelphia Eagles team. I think we stay number 1 throughout the season.
So we're doing hot takes? Is that what this is?
I just throw it out. When I seen the question, I was like, I had to throw the hot take in with the question. Eagles, best team in the NFL. I was like, yes. And, this is what's going to happen.
Well, first thing I can tell you is we're the best in the NFC. Okay. I can tell you that. At least that's my opinion. Okay.
Hey, that's everybody's opinion.
From what I see from every other team in the NFC right now, you're right. We are the most complete team. We have dominated who we've played so far, from week 2 on standpoint, and Tampa doesn't look like Tampa. Green Bay doesn't look like Green Bay. So it's ours for the taking at this point, NFL, listen, I will say my biasism will definitely put us at 1 because I love what we have and I love Nick Sirianni and how he's calling this offense, you know. And but I won't lie, man, them Bills are a very close first. You know, I know they lost, but they shouldn't have lost last weekend.
First off, you started off wrong by saying I know they lost. They
Yeah.
did lose and we have not lost, so that
Yeah.
automatically makes us better. And for
I
two,
know, but that Bills team
two,
is nice, dude.
I don't think they're as complete as we are.
Well,
You know,
no, I'm just
we got
saying
the
they're
good
nice.
receivers, but we
I'm
got
just giving them props. They're nice.
you know, they're good.
They are.
They're top 3.
Besides us, I would.
Like us,
Okay,
Bills,
let me put it
Dolphins
this
right
way:
now.
if you're saying us is number one,
Yeah,
who is close to what I feel we are right now? It's Buffalo. Like they are right there with us when it comes to complete teams and teams that you should be worried about. Buffalo, for sure.
yeah, I agree. I fully agree there. Buffalo's right there.
Miami
Miami's
is
right there.
3-0 as well. Yes.
Yeah,
Listen,
they're pretty good.
offensively, they are monsters. I just feel that we, as the Philadelphia Eagles and even the Buffalo Bills, when they're fully healthy, are a better overall defense than what Miami has.
Yeah.
So
I can do
that's
that.
why that's why I put Bills at 2, because I think the Bills' defense, when healthy, is more superior than Miami's.
Yeah, facts. I agree with that. So we both can agree that they are. So that's good. And it is only week 3. We got a long season. We got 14 more weeks of football. But for this last month, there's somebody that's the player of the month, and that is our quarterback, Mr. Jalen freaking Hurts. My favorite player in the NFL right now. My dude, man, he's doing big things. He's doing it impressively. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts being a player of the month and how you feel about him being an MVP candidate.
Well, first off, where's the haters at?
Where the haters at? Where they at? Where they at?
I don't see all the people that were around saying that they question him, or he is he this or is he that. If you watch football and you pay attention to football, you can tell it was a working progress. And let's put it this way: as good as this kid is right now, he's still not done. Like, this kid is only 20. Oh, I guess he's 24 now, right?
Yeah, he's 24 right now.
He's 24. So, I mean, this kid is
starting.
He's far from done being developed. He's far from done learning this game. He's only going to get better. And we've seen it. He's very consistent. So as long as he keeps on doing what he does, we'll be good, man. But he deserves it 100%. Listen, he has 1,085 yards. That is more than 22 NFL teams.
Yeah.
1,085. That's his passing and rushing combined.
Yeah.
That is more than 22 NFL teams.
Balling.
That means only 10 NFL teams have more yards than Jalen Hurts by himself. That is
Josh Allen, guys. Hey, remember when I threw that up there too? Jalen better. He's on a better trajectory.
Well, and listen, man, he's one of 2 QBs with 1,000+ yards. Mm-hmm. He ranks first in the NFL in yards per attempt at 9.4. He's third in passing yards at 916. He's 5th highest passer rating at 106.5. He's first in the NFC at 106.5. He leads QBs in rushing touchdowns with 3, and he's second in rushing yards with 167. Obviously, behind Lamar Jackson. I mean, what more do you want from the kid? He's balling out right now, man. And
he still got room to improve.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's only going to get more dangerous as the season goes on. The more comfortable he gets, the better he's going to play.
Did you see that stat, too? He has the most total yards from any quarterback as an Eagle.
Yeah.
More than Vic, McNabb, all those guys in there. The first 3 weeks of the season? That's crazy. Because you've seen some of these quarterbacks put up some big numbers on our team. Foles, Wins puts up some big numbers. But I think the first 3 games of the season, Hurts is number one. I just love how every week we're finding something different that the guy's number one in, you know? And it's not like the guy's like top 5 here, top 5 there. The guys always seem to be, they're talking about him being number one, first quarterback to do this, first quarterback to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's amazing. And that shows growth. And that's why I've been telling you guys since after the 4 games in Washington 2 years ago. You better get on the train. Hurts is a rare breed. He's a new style quarterback. He's a new era quarterback in the NFL, and he hasn't even touched his potential yet. You know, he like you said, he's only going to get better and better and better, and that's scary. You know, when you're putting up close, 4,000, 5,000, 4,500 yards passing, and you're still close to 1,000 yards rushing, that's scary. That's scary. And it's not about all individual stats. It's about this team in general. The defense being that good, they're going to get him the ball back. So he has more opportunities to put up more stats and more numbers. The weapons he has around him, the 3 Batmans, man. Oh man, these guys are crazy. It's going to be crazy. Like, do you think Hurts can continue this and win the MVP this year?
Oh, I certainly believe he can continue it. Listen, it's about what he wants. If Hurts comes out and he wants to win the NFC East, he's going to come out and he's going to win it. If he wants to go to the playoffs and get to the championship, he's going to do that. It's about desire and will and wanting to be there. If you come out with just mediocre goals, that's all you're going to be, is just mediocre. This kid wants to be great, and that's all he ever wanted to be. And that's what he's going to be, because that's what he strives for. I really don't know what else to say. Everyone sat there and said, well, we need to see Jalen be a better passer. Well, holy shit, in the first 3 weeks, he's passing 106.5.
He's a better passer.
That's pretty badass for me. That's what you wanted to see last year, right? Well, he's doing it. Yeah, I get it. His first 3 weeks, but he's doing it. Now can he be consistent with it? I asked the question this offseason, can Jalen Hurts be a 300-yard passer consistently? Well, shit, he shut me up for right now. He threw 333 last week, and he threw for 332 this week.
And what is it to get 4,000? He had to get like 250 something, huh?
Yeah.
I remember people like, I don't know if people still was like debating. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to do that, consistently. 250 yards, 260 yards. I don't think that's possible. And he's just showing you he's blowing 260 out the nose.
My whole argument is he doesn't have to be a 300-yard passer, but could he do it? And because he doesn't. I mean, if you can consistently get 250 yards passing from Jalen and have him rush 50 yards, I'm content with that. You know what I mean? Because that's a 300-yard day. But he's showing he can be that 300-yard passer. And the one thing I saw in the Washington game that and at least I believe it was in the Washington game, he rolled out to his left. Well, what was the one thing that Jalen hated to do last year was roll out to his left and throw the ball. He couldn't throw when he rolled to his left. He threw to his left, rolling out to the left. And if I remember right, it was the it was the Quez Watkins, but it only got called back because Mailata held.
Mm-hmm.
Now that might have been, that was the Washington game. But that is the growth you wanted to see, because Jalen last year would have just tucked that ball and ran. But instead this year he kept his eyes down the field. He saw the open receiver and he released it, and it would have been a 16-yard gain. But like I said, Mailata got it called back.
Mm-hmm. It's laser focused to me. I feel like, you're right. Like, he's more decisive. He throws, while the receivers are still running. You know what I'm saying? Like, he throws with anticipation. He's doing a lot of the things we were like hating on him for last year. A lot of people were hating on him for last year. Like the bomb to Devontae between 2 defenders, a safety and in the corner. Perfectly thrown ball, like him, Devontae on the sideline. AJ, he's just been throwing dimes every single week, man. It's been crazy.
It's just to the point now, bro, where I feel no matter how much this kid improves and no matter what peak he hits and no matter how many records he breaks, everybody's going to want him to be more.
Yeah.
Like he's never going to be good enough.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't understand why though. I mean, he wins you one Super Bowl, you're going to be like, you should have won me you should have won me 3. Like it's never going to be good enough. I don't understand why though.
I think it's weird.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really weird. It's like, how much more did this guy have to go? Like, we anointed so many other quarterbacks before this time that doesn't even come close to the numbers that he's having. But we anointed him like, oh yes, we got our starting franchise quarterback, And with Jalen, we're like, oh no,
it's Wentz's fault, bro.
I know, man. We got to.
It really is. If you think about
MVP season,
everybody literally sat on this dude's nuts the moment we drafted him. He got the keys to Philadelphia the moment we drafted him. It was Pennsylvania the moment he grabbed that jersey. And now, because of what happened with Carson Wentz, everyone is so uptight and laid back, and they're just like, no, I'm not going to give it to him. I'm not, because they don't want to be Wentz again. But it's like that you can't have that fear twice. Do you know how often it is that you get Wentz? I mean, come on. It's not very often, unless you are the one that has him. But you know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone has his mentality.
Yeah,
and Jalen obviously does not have Wentz's mentality, so you don't have to worry about it. Like, I don't know.
I think the biggest scary thing with Jalen, like, they're like, yeah, he's athletic, and he's like a leader, he's one of them captain type guys, a rah-rah, like quarterback, he doesn't like to lose game. He doesn't turn the ball over, but can he throw? There's always that, can he still do this? Can he do that? And like, now that he's doing this, like, name another quarterback can do all three. That has the arm, that can be that athletic, and has the leadership. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest knock on Carson Wentz. That's why he's not in Philly no more. He wasn't strong enough. He wasn't mentally capable of being the star quarterback in Philadelphia. And
that's why he got sacked 9 times.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's always going to be your cup's half full with this kid. And that's what sucks about it.
Not for me, because right now that cup is full and overflowing, my guy. Overflowing.
No, I mean, I feel you.
I've been juiced. H-Town coming with the, hey, what up, my guy? H-Town with a TM Tebow. Come on, Tebow wasn't never this good.
No, he has a better arm than Tebow.
That was all caps. Of course, a Cowboy fan to come in here saying some nonsense like that.
But no, and he's built different body wise, man.
Yeah,
like, this kid is he can take the punishment.
That run, when he went down the sideline, did that spin move with 3 guys, that was impressive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, how many every year you start, you're gonna have one of the best runs of the year. That run itself, I know it wasn't super long. It was nice side, 35 yards, something like that. But the way he just planted his foot and spun off, 3 defenders were trying to take him down, and he just bullied them into that end zone. And that's some stuff I like seeing my starting quarterback do. Everybody's saying, I don't want to see Jalen do that. I don't want to see Jalen do that. Why not? Right. He is built for it. Do you see what the guy lifts? He's young, athletic, strong as hell. Southern boy. Let him do his thing.
What other quarterback?
When he gets 26, 27, then you might tell him, hey, you don't need to do that no more.
Well, what other quarterback is out there squatting 600 pounds out weight?
Right?
Just
yeah.
That's like what Saquon Sanders numbers.
Yeah.
Saquon's probably a little more than that, but that's what I'm talking about. Like he might be small.
He was lifted probably. I guarantee that was more when he was doing that 600 deadlift. That's probably more than a couple of those linemen on the team.
Oh yeah. No, dude. I guess it's like Skip says, pound for pound, he's the leader in the weight room. Like this kid will outlift anyone. Like it's ridiculous,
Yes, sir. So that begs the question, though: is Hurts the best best Eagles quarterback ever? Or does he have the potential to be the best Eagles quarterback ever? Right now, I think he's on pace for it.
Oh, he has the potential, definitely. hands down. I mean, now listen, I got to see exactly what the heck this contract's going to be. Like, well, let's think about this, man. Right now, this kid is playing phenomenal football. Okay. If he comes out and he just wins one playoff game, automatically guarantee him more money than Kyler Murray, just with one, because Kyler Murray doesn't even have a playoff win. Okay.
Right.
If he wins MVP, well, yeah, okay. Well, there goes more money.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
He's in trouble.
Yeah, now you're talking like Lamar Jackson type money, you know. And what if he wins MVP and a Super Bowl? Well, shit. Oh, you done, right? You done.
You talking about what's that dude, Patty Mahomes type money over there?
So I mean, dude, I gotta see
$500 million.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
No, all I know, man, is I got to see the number we're working with, you know, because in all honesty, this defense, a lot of them are on 1-year deals or on the end of their deal. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we got a lot of people that we got to figure out if we're going to bring them back. Like we got to, no matter if Jalen, what contract he gets, we got to be able to keep a team around him. You don't want to sit there and who's a good example right now?
Well, Lamar too. Lamar hasn't signed no contract.
Yeah, but who's? Oh, well, I don't know. I can't think of an example right now. But you don't want to give him all the money and then not give him any weapons, and then pretty much
Deshaun Watson. Give him all that. They got a couple weapons.
Yeah, but eventually Deshaun Watson's. Yeah, but eventually Deshaun Watson's contract is going to catch up with Cleveland, and then he's going to have shit receivers, and they're going to go nowhere. That's what I don't want them to ruin what him in his prime when we have him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want, man, it would be awesome. What my dream for this is, he takes, when I say a team-friendly deal, I mean a deal that's not going to totally rape us to the point. I think Jalen's bright enough that he knows that he wants to keep Devontae. He wants to keep Dallas. He wants to keep these guys because I believe he knows that it takes everyone to win. He's not that normal quarterback where when he looks at himself, I'm the reason this team is winning and I'm the only one that can do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jalen, you can tell he's a team guy. But how much is he willing, especially if he would do some of these things? What deal are we talking about here? And is there any at all?
I think if he's super smart, you know, for me to ask the question, is he the best Eagle quarterback ever? For the start that he's done, he's the best I've seen for as long as he's been our starter. So far. So yes. Yeah, in terms of his contract, I really think he needs to get like a 2 or 3 year extension. You know, just give me 30, 35 million a year, 2 or 3 year extension. You know, so if he wins the Super Bowl, you know, he's not getting overly paid. You got to realize we're going to get more money, you know, TV money over the next 2 years. Like every year is going to go up. It's going to go up. So that number that you get right now, 35 million a year, is not going to be that bad, you know, next year and the year after. You know what I'm saying? For the next 2-3 years. But if he does it consistently, obviously, or we win the Super Bowl, obviously that number is going to change. He's going to want some more money and he'll be deserving of it. But I think if we get him good on a nice, you know, 30 to 35, probably like 35 million. Because what we gave Carson 30 million like a while back, and now it's really good. You know, the quarterback market definitely went up a lot since then.
God, man, I hope you are 100% right. Okay, because first off, if he gets to the playoffs and he wins one, automatically, if he takes less than Kyler Murray, I will smile. I will be ecstatic. I will throw a party, whatever, bro, because that is such a great deal. Okay. Because realistically, if he wins one playoff game, he should be over 150 million a year.
Thanks.
Because that is what Kyler is getting.
No.
Well, 150 million. No, 150 million. You know, for whatever.
Yeah,
however,
see, the average quarterback, what they going?
He was guaranteed 150 million. His contract is what? Or wait, what the heck is it? Is his
I think it's
contract
150 million,
and he
but
was
throughout how many
guaranteed
years?
100?
Yeah, something
Something,
like that.
whatever it was. But it was outrageous. That's the point. So you can automatically say Jalen's over that, especially with one playoff win. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think,
if you could get him for 35, I would that would wow. That would be crazy.
and I think Jalen, if he's as smart as I think he is, he'll understand the Brady effect. You know, don't go for the gold. You know, you ain't got 35 million a year right now. 35 million a year plus all the endorsement money you're getting. That you're gonna be a rich man no matter what. You know, keep it
Yeah.
cheap on his first deal, 2-3 years. You know you're not gonna finish all 3 years if you continue playing and getting better every single year anyway. So you're gonna get a re-up within the first, 2 years probably. So just go ahead and take it. Make yourself look better. You know, make yourself available. Make your team be able to sign these next 2 first-round draft picks we're about to add, and maybe go get another stud. Whatever we need next year. Because we got a lot of 1-year contracts, a couple guys leaving. So yeah, I agree with you, Weapon X. Pay them now for the cheap. Get it out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to be careful too, bro, because yes, I know as time goes on, but you paid AJ 100 mil. Whatever Hurts' contract is, Smith is going to need a contract eventually coming up. Miles at the end of this year, whatever he does, are we going to keep him? Are we not? If he gets over 1,000, who knows? And then, like we said, defensively, we got a lot of people. We got to figure out if we're going to bring them back or let them go. And then if we let them go, who are we going to bring in? So it's crazy, dude. It's going to be interesting.
Speaking of those weapons, our 3 Batmans, man.
Yeah.
What impresses you the most about these guys?
Well, listen, dude. AJ Brown is a monster. Now, granted, he is what, 6 foot. So he's not a monster, but he is a monster when it comes to yak after the
Facts.
catch. You can't tackle him. It takes 2 or 3 people. He's always open. He's always on his mark, and he's Jalen's go-to guy when he's in trouble for the most part. Now, Smith has changed that narrative the last week, but this team all around offensively is balanced when it comes to the wide receiving core. How we went from what we were last year to what we are this year, wow, that props to Howie, dude. That was a dramatic turn of position. Go from one of the worst to one of the best instantly. Like I'm still shocked we got him. Watching him out there play and watching him make the plays like Smith, dude. That catch that he caught right on the 2 over those 2 defenders,
Yeah.
beautiful play, man. That's something we've been asking for so long. You know what I mean? And now
last year, I think they were just all young still.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
Quez needed another year. Devontae was still a rookie. He still did
Yep.
great, but he was only a rookie still. So get a year under your belt. Come back and talk to me. Now you know what's going on in the NFL.
Dude, it's just so great that we don't, as far as right now, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Isn't that just one burden off your shoulders? Like you can look at that position and be like, don't touch it. You know what I mean?
Leave it right there. Or even draft another young stud. Go to college football next year in the draft. Go get another young one. Throw it with them. Just keep on adding them talented roster because you can never have too many weapons. And the more weapons you have, you can see it's obviously hard to stop.
Yeah.
Our 5 spread, they said, it's like one of the most unstoppable formations for us right now. Like, how do you stop it all? How are you going to stop all those good receivers? Pascal, AJ, Quez, Devontae, Goddard.
Yeah.
How you stop them all at the same time?
Yeah, no. It's interesting you bring that up, man, because whenever I was watching a video the other day and they were talking about how Nick Sirianni and Steichen, how they've actually sat here and they've schemed the offense to where it's all about how far apart they separate the wide receivers is what thins the defense to the point that it gives them the advantage and they can't be stopped, because if you have them out wide enough, it makes their defense spread out, to the point where pretty much whenever the RPOs kick in, it's pretty much having two halfbacks in the back. You can't cover Miles and cover Jalen at the same time. You can't cover AJ at the same time. You can't cover Smith at the same time. You got to choose one and pray to God it sticks. And if it doesn't, it's going to hurt. And that's exactly the thing that they found out that works. And in all honesty, man, this offense is disgusting, And what makes it even worse is our defense is just as good as our offense. And that's crazy to say, but it is very true.
Iron sharpened iron.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I think we're unstoppable, both sides of the ball. How you gonna do it? Like you said, how do you stop the passing without getting gashed by the run? And how do you stop the run without getting gashed by the pass? That's a great problem to have. Great problem. I'm glad I'm not a defensive coordinator. I'm pretty sure, Gannon's glad he doesn't have to worry about doing it all year long, just in practice sometime, We're lucky. We're really blessed right now. This is, like I said, this is one of the best Eagles teams ever, for sure. Do you think it's better than the 2017 Eagles?
As far as the first 3 weeks, yes. And the reason I say this is you can't play man on us. If you play man on us, Jalen will kill you with his legs. If you play zone, well, you saw what happens. AJ and Devontae go for 150 yards on you. It is so well built, dude. This offense is very, very well built. From a defensive standpoint, we play defense differently than what we did in 2017, obviously.
Yeah.
This defense, the last 2 weeks at least, have proven dominance. Like I said, 15 points in 2 weeks, dude, that's ridiculous, and I will take that. If you can continue to hold people to 7 points, 8 points, 10 points, dude, that's what wins you football games. And you ain't got to worry about people holding us offensively as long as everything goes the way that it goes. So
what are we averaging right now per game?
24 points per game.
Yeah.
That's the average.
Not bad.
So, I mean, even if so say your worst game is 17. If you keep averaging 24 points per game, you still win. So, I like where we're at, dude. And in all honesty, this scheme is really good. When you go out and you get CJ Johnson to kind of complete the back end with Epps, and Epps is just doing Epps shit, dude. Like, he's out there making plays. This linebacking core is amazing. This defensive line is just terror. Our corners, we got 3 top of the line corners in Bradbury, Slay, and Maddox. Maddox is a dog. Like, I don't want to play any of these guys, man, right now. They are playing with so much energy.
2022 secondary is better. Yes, I think the whole defense is better.
Yes.
Everybody.
Systematically, though, we play differently. But it is this defense is locked tight, dude. It's going to be hard to run against us, and it's going to definitely be hard to pass. Would you say you'd have better luck running than passing on us? No. You
ain't got no luck.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you had to choose,
you might get one player like last week. You had Scary Terry get 100 on us. That's what you're hoping for. That's like your best thing you can possibly do is get it. Your star receiver can get 100 yards on us. And that's it.
I'm just saying we've been proven that we can be ran on, but it's been harder proven that we can be thrown on. Like our corner is just really
Who's
good.
ran on us this year? No one.
What? Swift for 144.
That was the first week, though.
I understand, but
that was when we gave us the most points.
It is there, but I'm just saying right now we are locked tight, and I like what we got. But don't get sloppy, and that is all on Gannon. But right now, Gannon's got his T's crossed and his I's dotted. So I like where we're at. Dude,
I
right
think it was
now,
looking better once we fixed that linebacker core. I said that was the biggest flaw we had, and we added more talent everywhere else. You know, like you said, the corners, safeties, linemen. Like we just added so much more talent. But the fact that I was confident once we finished the draft. You know, signed Kaiser White. You know, and Reddick. Once we did that, I'm like, okay, it's good. Our defense is gonna be good enough. You know,
oh
because
yeah,
you need
White's amazing.
yeah, you needed some dogs back there at the linebacker spot. And that was a huge work. 'Cause that helps out the secondary. That helps out the front four. You know, you see these linebackers flying all over the place, hitting people left and right. You know, making plays, making tackles.
Mhm.
We're not seeing so many missed tackles anymore. You know, by our linebacker position. So all in all, like even Epps is giving me chills the way he's been playing. He's been playing some good football. Gardner Johnson's going to get better every single game. He came a little later, so he's probably still learning the system. You know, and Slay and Bradbury, best two corners duel to me in the
Yes.
league. You don't get better than that. You know, no one else got two. No one else
No,
got two.
man, no, and I'm just lucky that the Giants couldn't afford to pay him because, dude, he puts Nelson to shame over there. Like, I'm not
Facts.
even playing, dude. Like, we
Nelson
are
got
so
burned over.
lucky that we lucked out and got Bradbury and that he wanted to come here and he saw what we were building. Because, dude, he was kind of the cherry on top. You know what I mean? You already had
Facts.
Maddox there, and Maddox is playing at an all time level. You already have Slay there, who's the seasoned veteran that can just kind of, do Slay shit, and then right there, just place Bradbury, dude, and to me, Bradbury is oh man, help me out here with his name. He was the guy that we brought in 17 to be our nickel.
Oh, what's it do for Baltimore? Uh,
Yeah, I
what was
think.
his name? He was
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, though. He played a
Carey,
great that year.
right? Carey, something Carey.
Uh,
Is his name last name Carey from the Ravens?
no,
Chad, help us out. What's his name? The
you
cornerback we
know what
brought.
I'm talking about, though. But yeah, he played great for us that year, and
What's his name? Let me see, man. Now you got me going.
yeah. I can't believe I feel so bad that dude, he played phenomenal that year. Hmm. No one said it yet.
No one said anything. Yeah, hold on. Let's see.
I can't. I feel so bad that I forget.
I got it. It's
Isn't it
coming right.
Patrick? Uh,
Are you talking about Patrick Robinson?
isn't that who it was? Yeah, Robbins, dude, he played really good for us in the nickel in 17 in that Super Bowl season.
And a nickel, yeah. I
Yeah,
want to say who was the outside corner, man?
that was Jalen Mills, and we went with Jalen Mills as our CB2, and our CB1 was oh shit,
Ronald Darby.
Ronald Darby. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Darby, Mills, and Patrick Robinson.
And dude,
When
Robinson
was Carey?
balled out,
You
bro.
didn't remember what Carey I'm talking about? That must have been before
Yeah, but
17.
no, dude, Patrick Robinson, he outplayed his contract that year, bro. He did phenomenal that year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah. Robinson, everybody thought he was done. He actually played even a year or two after that at a high level.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
I mean, Maddox is great for us. He's a great future piece to stay right where he is. Dude, I hope we can keep this corner core. I hope, honestly, Bradbury stays. I hope, Slay, we can at least keep him acquired for at least another 2 more years.
Yeah.
If we can keep this corner core together, bro, it's going to be nice.
Daily. For sure. For sure. Now let's get to the real nitty gritty. Dougie P, Super Bowl champion, is returning to Philadelphia. How you feel about it?
I love it, man.
Are you cheering or booing or doing both?
Oh, dude, I'm cheering, man. I don't know how y'all feel, but listen, dude, Dougie P brought us a Super Bowl, man.
You did.
Whether or not how you felt about his developmental, whether he could develop players or not. He was one hell of a coach. I mean, he has a statue out front. He is Dougie P. He, as far as I'm concerned, he never has to buy a drink or anything in Philly ever.
Think
Like
so.
anything is free.
Carson does, and Dougie P doesn't.
Dude, Carson can't even step foot in Philly. Only on the field when he plays. Other than that, he has to get out.
You gotta go.
Gotta go. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. But no, man. I wish nothing but the best for him. I truly think that he's going to turn Jacksonville around. Obviously, you see he's doing it right now. I mean, they're hot right now. They're coming in. But yeah, that we're a little too big for their britches, I believe. I know Doug is going to I know Doug is going to come in and he's going to give us a fight. He's not going to back down. But yeah, man, I just think they're not on our level. They're on other people's level, but they're not on our level. So yeah, but
I agree with Richard. I think when you see him hit the field, right? The Jazz come out, you see Dougie P walk out, give him his little props. You know what I'm saying? Dougie P, yeah. Woo! As soon as kickoff start, he's the enemy. Booing every call he makes, hating on him the whole rest of the way. Like, I do got respect for him. He brought us a title. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. But, just like Andy Reid, I love Andy Reid too. I still love Big Red.
Yeah.
As long as you're not playing the Eagles. That week you're playing us. No, I don't love you against us. There's nothing but hate. You get that "What's up, Red?" when you walk out. Some respect. I wouldn't boo you, but definitely not cheering for him.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I give him all his props, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna be at the game, so I can show him love. That's okay.
Right?
He can't hear me
at home.
He can't hear me.
Thank you for this, big dog. Thank you for that.
Right. Yeah, he can't hear me on here. He ain't getting no extra motivation from me, but I will give him his props. And I do love Doug, man. I do. I think he is one hell of a coach, and he's going to be successful no matter what he does. So
now I know we did this last week, or said this last week with Carson coming. Because we actually went there, but playing Carson again could be that trap. Team that's not supposed to beat us, but a former player that might go out there and light us up just because off emotions. When I was going through the schedule to 14-3, it was more like finding these emotional games, where you're like, okay, well, I think we should destroy them, but there is a possibility, if Carson lights us up, lights it up, it's a possibility it might be we can lose. Or Dougie P dials it up so good, it's a possibility we can lose. So do you think this is like a trap game? Do you think Doug has what it takes? Because that defense is awesome over there. Christian Kirk's looking good. Sunshine's over there throwing a rock finally that he got a coach helping him out. Trevor Lawrence. They got two running backs in Robinson and Etienne.
Mm-hmm.
You think that this could be a game that can be Dougie P getting this revenge back on the Eagles?
Listen, man, first of all, let's just get this straight. There is no revenge for Dougie P on us.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't like Howie.
No, on us. Like, we've shown Doug nothing but love. So if he's getting revenge on anyone, it's like Jeffrey Lurie and Howie. It's not on us, because I think from a person standpoint, Doug loves Philadelphia. I mean, he still talks good about us still to this day. He has no hate towards us. He loved being the coach.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? So I really don't think he has any hate or he wants any revenge towards us. Now, you want to talk personal level towards like Doug and Howe or Jeff?
I think it's just towards the organization as a whole.
Sure.
Maybe not the fans, but against the Eagles team, he's like, hey, I feel like I got
two upper management guys. Yeah.
I brought you a Super Bowl and you kicked me out.
Yeah. Sure.
Now, every time I play, I want to destroy you.
Yep. But I will.
He was a good coach, man.
I would love Robinson to do great because I have him in fantasy, but it's against us, so I hope he doesn't.
The suspension for that week.
I know, right? Definitely got to do that. But here's the thing, though. Like I said earlier, I don't think it's going to be easy. I want to say it's going to kind of be like another Lions game.
Yeah.
They're going to make their presence known. There might be times you're sitting there where you might start to worry little bit like, oh shit, can they do this? But I think ultimately we know Jalen as a leader. He seems to keep the morale at a nice even keel. You know, I don't think we're ever going to get to the point where we're too high on ourselves or too low. So I still think we pull it off, but I'm pretty positive Doug will make it interesting. I won't lie about it. I'm pretty sure he will.
I think Doug makes the first half interesting. And then I think, because I really like that. I think that is like the benchmark for interesting games with our schedule. The games are gonna be interesting, maybe a half. Like, oh man, they're really stopping our offense for a half, or they're really getting in on our defense for a half. And then after that, like it's just like any other team. Talent outweighs everything. When you got more talent, you usually win the football game. Very rarely does the more talented team lose. You even see like big schools like powerhouse like Alabama play, smaller ranked schools, and like the first quarter or two, they'd be like, "What the hell is going on? Is Alabama about to lose to Kansas State?" You know what I'm saying? Like, really, is this about to happen? And then that third, fourth quarter, you just see them start blowing the doors off of them. So I think that's how our team is, developing. I think that's what's for the most part should happen for everybody left on our schedule, not even just the Jags. I'm talking to everybody. Like, I don't think there's not one team that we play that their roster is good enough to beat our roster. Like, unless we get some more injuries or, maybe Nick Sirianni got drunk the night before, or him and Shane, partying because we went in too many football games. But it shouldn't really happen.
So, all right, I got a question for you. I want you to answer.
Okay.
Because I just need 1 minute anyway. Do you think that the Philadelphia Eagles score 24 points for 4 weeks straight in a row to start out the year?
Yes. I think we scored more. I got us in the 30s, man. I think we're one of those type of offenses. Like, and I know I said it before, and it sounds a little crazy, because we got some. I'm talking about a team that has, 4 Hall of Famers or whatnot on them, 5, maybe even more on there. But this offense can be, I feel like they're the greatest show on turf. And they're not even on turf, but they're as good as that team offensively. They can put up points like that team did. We got the deadly run game. Marshall Faulk is better than Miles Sanders, but is Marshall Faulk better than Miles Sanders, Kenny Gainwell, Boston Scott, and Jalen Hurts? Or even just say Sanders and Hurts. I think we got the edge there. You look at Torrey Holton Smith, AJ and AJ and Devontae. The similarities are really there, and I think we're even more of a talented offense than that team. And I think since they ran through the league that year, that's exactly what we're about to do. Just like the Cowgirls swept the division last year, that's exactly what we're going to do this year. So I think this team is just super special. Like, I'm really confident with. Let's say that. Like I said, it's going to be something weird that happens, and we're like, wow, we just lost that game? For real? Like, for real? That's what happened? Okay. But we're going to be able to accept it because it's still early, or, it might be middle of the season. We're going to still have a lot of wins. So it's okay. We're going to be able to accept it, but it's just going to be like, wow, didn't see that one coming,
Yeah, no, man. This team, I'm with you. It has all the amount of right pieces to be very special. And they can go a long way. They're showing it early. Just be consistent, man. Practice what you preach. Each and every day, these players sit up there during their pressers and they preach about consistency and about working harder each and every time and learning and keep moving forward. Well, if you preach it and you keep doing it, then sky's the limit, man. As far as I can tell from how these players are motivated, from what I see, from what you see, I don't think anyone's going to stop them. They know what they want. They know how it felt last year losing to Tampa. And you heard Jalen say, we know that feeling, and he knows how it feels still. It haunts him. He's out to get that fear out of his way, so.
Yeah. Rare breed for sure. And Tua, Hurts is definitely better than Tua. I think, and I don't even know if I can say that really anymore. Like before, I was always like, Tua has a little bit better arm, Jalen's a little bit better athlete. But now, I think they're about on par with the arm, and he's definitely a way better athlete. So, to be honest, this year, and I'm just talking about from this year, the development that Jalen Hurts has made to this year, in 3 games, he's the best quarterback in the league. It's just
that's something I give Howie and this organization props for, man. They have actually sat back and was patient with a quarterback. They didn't sit there and choose a microwave QB and be like, all right, he's not good, throw him away, let's go get another one. They could have thrown him away and went for Russ or Kenny Pickett or something, but they were like, no, we're going to be patient. We're going to sit back. We're going to – obviously, they know him way better than any of us do. They see him each and every day, day in and day out. They know what he's built like. They know what he is. They seen stuff that they liked. They wouldn't have went out and got A.J. Brown if they didn't. They wouldn't have went out and built this team the way that they did if they didn't believe in Jalen Hurts.
That's what I tell everybody. I feel like last year was the perfect year for the coaching staff and Hurts. That's what it was. Like they didn't give you a Pinto or nothing, but they gave you like a nice, Mustang or Corolla. Whereas you're not getting a Ferrari Lambo yet. But we're gonna give you a nice Mustang, Corolla type where we're not too invested into it. But let's see what you guys can do with this Mustang Corolla. And they won some races, goddammit. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah. That's what you can do with this team? All right, this offseason, I trust you now. Let me give you the Ferrari, the Jag, the Benzo. What y'all want to do is go take it for a drive, what I'm saying? Now I got you toys, and now I got you upgrades, and go handle your business, so.
Well, not just that, man, but he also took the time to learn his craft better. And he went out and he got stronger at his weaknesses. And that's what you are starting to see coming into week 4 here is Jalen Hurts has only gotten better because his weaknesses got better. He worked on the things everyone complained about last year, and the things he was already good at have gotten better because he progressed the things that were already good about him, just weren't completely finished being developed. So now that you've taken your negatives and made them positives, your positives now become even bigger. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I love where we're at, man. I really do. I love the way this franchise is headed. I love the quarterback we have. I love the pieces that we have. I just pray to God, because Howie is the genius that he is when it comes to cap, that he can keep this team together for the most part.
I think this was even before just last week. What do you think if we can add one person to this roster? Like Eagle could trade for one person to add to throw this, this team over the top. Which player would that be? Are you one of those guys that want to go try to trade for Josh Jacobs? Trade for Hunt. Leave the backs alone, trade for a different position. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to trade for this guy. Cordell Patterson. Cordell Patterson was third in the lead in rushing behind Saquon and Nick Chubb. He's a receiver. He's a running back. And he's also, guess what, a special teams ace. And I think that is the last upgrade we need to make on this team is a special team ace. And you're upgrading your running back position because now you got Cordell Patterson making running plays with Miles Sanders and Scott and Gainwell. Well, what would you say about that, or which guy would you want? That's my pick. I think we need to go out there. Atlanta needs a quarterback. We got 2 first-round draft picks. Even a second-round draft pick or a player in the second round. whatever you got to do. You know, if you really I would even give up one, to be honest. I know you guys might think he's not worth the first round, but guess what? I would give him one for Cordell. We got two of them. I'm not worried about it. We don't need no quarterback. I'll give him one for Cordell Patterson because his impact on this team would be dramatic.
Well, first off, he's not even available, is he?
What you say?
He's not even available, is he?
No, he just got a contract, but you can trade for him.
Well, I mean, if he's available to be traded for.
I'm saying that they're not looking too good right now.
Oh, no, they're not.
I don't think. Look at them. Well, they're ranked at the bottom of the power ranking right here. You know what I'm saying? That's wasted talent on a roster.
They are. I mean, they would.
And guess what? If they end up where they're at, you got a top 5 draft pick, and say the Eagles like, okay, and we'll give you, our second draft pick. You know what I'm saying? So like, whatever your second one. So say the Saints end up in the top 10, so we keep that one and give away the 32nd because we're winning the Super Bowl. Now you got another one, so you can package both of those up to go to the number 1 spot and pick whatever quarterback you want and end your franchise suffering. And all you have to do is give up an older veteran player, who's, I wouldn't say he's in his prime anymore. He kind of is because, this is the best he's ever been playing the last couple of years. But he's kind of like, you've been playing for a while. You ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's not a superstar, but he's a really good guy in terms of what we need, in terms of return, man. I don't want to see Devontae back there. I don't want to see Quez back there. I don't want to see nobody that's worth anything back there. Not even a Boston Scott, not even, a Kenny Gainwell. I don't want to see none of these guys back there. But if we had a guy like him, I think you could throw him back there all day. He could be your punt and kickoff returner. He actually takes them to the house.
Yeah. I get it. I don't know, man. I was not prepared for that question. I don't even know what halfbacks other than Jacobs, Hunt, and I think that's it. That's really tradable, or that we've even heard rumors for, or Madison as well from the Vikings. But
I would get a Jacobs too, or a Hunt for real. I'll trade for either one of
those
three. Only reason why I said, like, if you got him, it's like you're feeling, you're adding more depth to your receivers because he's a good receiver. You're adding more depth to your running back room because he's a running back, obviously, as you see, and you're adding depth to your return game. Which, if you got Jacobs, if you got Hunt, they're not with kickoff return. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing anything but being a running back. You get a guy like him
would give you your Jay Ajayi, so to speak. Your power speed back. Like Kareem Hunt, I get it. Like there is certain people out there. I've seen some of the tweets when it was brought up. A lot of people are still against it because of what he did off the field. They just are not for it anyway. But if it's to win a Super Bowl and he is my best option, sure, I will take Kareem Hunt, but if only he's available and for the right price. But yeah, I mean, Jacobs is to be honest, man, I know a little bit about him from being a Raider. If they're willing to get rid of him, why? That's my only question. Like, why? I understand there's people behind him, but
what's up, Nikki?
He was also drafted to be their franchise halfback at one point. But why are you letting him go? I just don't want anyone sloppy seconds, man. But it's got to be someone proven and someone that I know as soon as we get him, he isn't going to get injured either. We've been down this road before. You know what I mean? I don't want to go down that road again.
I feel you. And that's why I said, man, like I said, I know they just gave a nice little contract. So you're probably going to take over that contract. But that would be my number 1 free agent. Then after that, either one, Hunt. But I don't think Cleveland's not trading Hunt, especially with, what's his name? Watson coming back this year. They're going to want, when Watson gets there, they're going to want a full team over there. you know. So I don't think they're gonna even think about getting rid of Hunt. You know, Raiders are 0-3, but do we really expect that to last? Do we think the Raiders with their team they're really gonna keep losing games consistently? I
Raiders are
doubt it.
making me look stupid so far, bro.
Yeah, I doubt it. I
I
think they're
don't
just
even
gonna start
want
winning
to.
some football games here.
I hope so, bro, because I was talking so much on them this offseason, and they have shot me in the foot so far. I'm very
Yeah.
disappointed in Oakland or Las Vegas. Sorry. So weird.
So they want to give Zamir White the opportunity. Okay. I want a big name, man. Cause that's what throws you over, that's a fear. You know what I'm saying? You get a little young guy, like even like Covey. We tried to hype up Covey before the season started,
Bro,
but
we gotta put
look
Covey
at
back
Kobe. He's gonna be
down.
this
Dude,
guy.
Covey is gonna die, dude, doing what he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, dude, the hits that kid is taking,
You know
it's
who he remind me of? Jeremy Bloom. Remember Jeremy Bloom? Remember? Do you
yeah,
remember? He was a skier that was really fast. And everybody like,
yeah.
oh, Jeremy Bloom's gonna come do something for our return game. And he just kept getting destroyed.
Well, and dude, he's not even losing the football, but dude, it's like some of those hits, bro. I remember watching there at the Vikings game that one time, bro. He just ran right into him. Like he didn't even try to avoid him. He just was like, "Oh, you're right there." Boom. And dude, he took that hit. I was like, "Bro, just stop. You're going to kill yourself. You got 17 weeks, dude."
Right? Yeah. I don't know what I think it's like the Rager effect. He's overthinking everything. You know? I think he wants
It'll
to do
come.
good. I think in
It'll come.
practice, he's probably doing good in practice. He's returning them in practice, feeling all good, but he's just like he's a rookie, and he's getting in the game and he wants to, and he sees everybody else doing good, he's like, oh, look at the offense doing great. Look at the defense doing great. Now it's just me, the kicker's even doing great. Now it's me. It's my job that I need to do something with. And he's bombing, man.
It'll
He's
come to
bombing.
him, I think.
Or do you think Devin Allen even break him from the practice squad and let Covey sit on the practice squad for a week or two and see what he got?
Yeah. Yeah, it's our return game has eluded us of late. So
Oh, long time.
yeah, that's
Since
why I
Darren
said of late.
Sproles, really? When
Yeah,
have we had a good returner since Darren Sproles?
yeah, of
Because
late.
DJ
That's why.
wasn't consistently. He was a crunch time punt return. That was one of the best punt returners for DJX.
Yeah,
Yeah. But other than that, Brian Westbrook returned some kicks. Here or there,
yeah, no,
but it
it's
wasn't
it's
like
it's
the
hard.
main guy.
Well, and listen, man,
Who was that dude?
kick returns are hard.
Remember
Like,
that
man,
dude we got from Oregon that year? What's his name?
what year?
It's around the same time, like right after Bloom, I think it was. The returner from Oregon that we picked up, man. Huff. Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
Josh Huff.
Josh Huff. Sproles, then Huff. Yes. Huff. He's got nice at returning.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing great, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like those are the only ones I can really think of that were like some guys that you're like, all right, you felt like there was a possibility of one of them getting taken, going to the house. You know what I'm saying? He said Sproles
You know
specialized in
who
that.
wasn't. You
Nice.
know who isn't. Well, actually,
Was it Rio Mai that was the guy that you didn't really expect him because he wasn't really that fast, but he actually had some nice returns?
I was trying.
Was it Mai? Rio Mai?
Sorry, I had a name for a second,
Nice.
but it eluded me.
She said Huff was good. We enjoyed him. Yeah, I loved Huff, man. Huff was tight.
Yeah. No, Huff was good.
Did Miami in trouble? Very bad hit. Dude just got carted off on a stretcher. What is going on in that game?
Oh, dude, I should be sitting here watching it. Why am I
Right?
not doing that?
That's what I still love talking Eagles football no matter what. But the Thursday night games, everybody's trying to watch the
Yeah,
Thursday night game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
I'm a bad person.
He said, what about Gainwell to return? I guess so. We're not really using them that much. I guess I would throw him back there. Why not? Why not? I would rather him than Boston Scott. Why you got Tua as your quarterback?
Do
On
I?
Yeah.
No, I have Derek
On my
Carr.
FanDuel, I did pick him up as my quarterback, and that sucks. What quarter is the game in? Like the first or second?
I don't know. They're on commercial right now.
That's messed up. I didn't think about that. Let's see this hit here everybody's talking about. He's rolling out. Looking to go deep. Whoa. Whoa.
Hold up. I need to watch.
Oh, no. His hands are all weird shaped and everything. He's like seizured out. Oh, whoa.
Hold up.
Holy smokes. That was a hit. And he's seizured out. I feel bad now. I was all making fun. I wasn't really trying to make fun of Tua. I like Tua too. But the way he looked, that did not look good at all. That did not look good at all. But I don't know if it's like a season ending hit. But he's definitely seizuring up right now.
Are you live?
Huh?
Are you live?
No, I just got a Tua scary injury card off the field alert from NFL matchups. And then I push it and it just shows the play.
Oh, under the NFL app.
Yeah. Dang, he wasn't moving though. Hey, prayers out to Tua there, man. That was the way he just whipped it to the ground like that. It's like a rat dog. Whoever that guy is, that dude's a big guy on the Bengals. He whipped him down pretty good there. At first, it doesn't seem like the play's gonna set up like that bad. Boom! It's just the way down, like the force. Yeah, that's crazy. That's just a crazy sight to see his hands all like locked like that. He's seizured up and this guy's pumped up. Who is that? Hope? Wow. Hey, football's a rough sport, man. You just get knocked out or yeah, I think it's just knocked out. Who is that guy? Oh, yeah, yeah, that was rough.
Huh. I don't have nothing yet. That's crazy, man.
That's crazy shot. Hey, prayers out to Tua, man. Like,
yeah,
because at first it doesn't look like it's even going to be that big of a hit, and when the final little whip at the back end of it, that's what made it look bad. But that back little hit, because he goes rolling out, he looks like he wants to go deep. He goes the other way, and it's like the whip flash effect, right to the back of the head. Really the worst part of it all is like when they're showing the picture of him laying there and his fingers all seizured out. That's not cool at all. That's not cool at all.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Whew. Not good for Miami. Hopefully it's just one of them things where he just got concussion. He'll be back in a week or two. I don't know.
Woo.
I don't know how to even.
Wow.
Because he lands on his back. That's why I think it's more like out of breath, concussion. It's a really hard hit on the guy. But that's crazy. That's crazy. Man. Yeah, hopefully it is just a knockout.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
It
That is
looks
not
bad.
something
Yes,
you like to see.
it looked bad for sure. But the hit didn't look as bad as like the after
The
effect.
fingers look worse than anything, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's what makes it look the
me out.
worst.
I'm like, what? Why is his fingers all contorted and shit? Like,
Yeah. That's the worst part about it. The hit
I hope
looked
he's
like a
all right,
kind
man.
of a normal hit a little bit, but
It didn't look that bad. It
yeah,
honestly doesn't look that bad. He just throws him down. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like the back end down part, and then that's a big dude too. And Tua's
That's
like a big
crazy,
guy.
man.
He not squatting 600 like hers. Let's just say
Yeah.
that. He ain't squatting 600. But hey, spreads out the Tua by Loa family. Hopefully it's just concussion.
Yeah.
His first
Hopefully he'll
covered
be
up
back.
the first concussion. They're saying
That'd
it's a
be
concussion, so
crazy.
that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Not cool, but they could have said like he was paralyzed or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we'll take that over all the other things.
yeah.
So
Hey, it looks like we might be the only undefeated team. They want to say that like that or nothing like that, but
Nikki already beat it to you.
it's like we're
Dark
it's like,
humor, but yeah.
yeah.
Yes, hopefully he is okay though. He will
Yeah,
be
she did say
okay.
it. Yeah, we're now the undisputed best team in the NFL. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts though. Nikki, it is true. It is
Yeah,
true.
no, I wish no bad injury to no one.
Nobody.
Pray to God he gets better.
Don't want no juju for none of that. 'Cause we got a good team right now. We just need to keep the juju alive.
Yep.
All positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. Dang, he made me lose track of what we were doing. What we're talking about. Oh, we're talking about adding players. Adding players. If there's any players you want to add.
In all honesty, man, if you ask me my opinion, I'm going after a defensive end.
Oh yeah, like Quinn.
I'm not even touching this offense. I'm not trying to ruin any mojo there. I mean, we all know if one bad egg in the locker room would come in, that's all it takes to ruin everything. So I'm a little leery about it. But in all honesty, if you want to add one at all, give me one more defensive end, somebody with a little pop.
They were just talking about him too. It was Quinn and it was what's the other guy name?
Pederson
Was it
Griffin, right?
Griffin? Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are guys off the street too, so you're not really investing that much money into them.
yeah. But
Everson Griffin's a beast. I don't care how old he is. I'll give him a shot. He's not looking for him to be the starter, the full time player. He's just looking for him to go in there and make a couple sacks when he gets. He's a good run stopper. He can get in there and make his plays.
yeah, I don't know. I think maybe Sermon's just taking his time learning the playbook. Hopefully, Trey gets out there sooner rather than later because I'm interested to see what Sermon's got. I know he was a decently no name coming out of college, so you know I wouldn't mind giving him an opportunity.
I
I
see
don't know how you
Nikki keep
feel.
bringing up Sermon. Like, didn't
Yeah,
we pick
Trey
him up?
Sermon.
Like, what's he doing right now? Like, is he just
I
practice
think
squad?
I think he's just learning the playbook, dude. We got him 2 weeks ago,
No,
so
should be good enough for his role, or maybe a play or two, or pound the ball.
I don't
I
see why
like Trey
not.
Sermon back in college.
Yeah, I did too. I think he was. Yeah, I thought he was going to do something there in San Francisco, but he just he got injured during us that game last year. I think it was who was it? Somebody concussed him. I think it was I think it might have been Epps. Epps
Mhm.
hit him and put him on his head.
So you think in the return, who wins? Because I want to do some trivia before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up who we think. Give me 3 hot takes this week's game against the Jags, and then a score prediction.
Jalen Hurts continues to throw for 330 yards. He throws for 340 for another 3 touchdowns this week.
Okay, that's one hot take.
Um,
Get your trivia on, guys. We're about to do it.
defensively, we get 2 interceptions. And
Okay.
also defensively, we get another 4 sacks.
Okay, I like that. Those are nice takes. I like it. True, fresh legs. I like that too. And then your score prediction. Pierre said 31-17 Jags. I like that score.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
was going to go 38-21. So,
38-21.
yeah,
I like
we're
it.
right there around that.
Okay, I'm gonna say I've been saying this the last 2 weeks and it hasn't happened yet. So I'm just gonna keep saying it until it happens. Jalen Hurts will get his first 400-yard passing game.
Ooh, okay.
You know,
I like
that is what I want to see happen. He keep 330, 340. That's cool and whatnot. I want to see 400 just to really shut the haters up. You know what I'm saying? You put up a big 400. If Tua can almost get 500 yards passing in a game. You can definitely get 400. I want to see it happen on Jalen to get that 400-yard game. Hot take number 2 though. I think Mr. Jordan Davis to get his first sack. I don't think he has a sack yet. I know he got pressures, but I want to see him get his first sack. I want to see Jordan Davis. He's been doing good with the run. I know he's like one of the highest rated DTs or whatever for the time he plays. But go make a play, big dog. Last week, how you not get a sack when there was 9 of them and get the number 1 draft pick?
Yo, bro, no lie. I bought his jersey. It's on the way.
You did?
Yep.
Jordan Davis jersey?
Yep.
Heck yeah, that's tight. That's tight.
I got an all black one.
That's tight. He says it's a call in. It wasn't a call in. We're gonna do some trivia. If y'all want to participate in the trivia, you guys can, but let me know. And then my third would be, I guess if Jalen's going for 400 yards passing, there has to be a receiver that's doing something amazing. So maybe it's Dallas Goedert's chance to get 150 yards receiving in a game. Give it to Goddard this time. We've seen AJ do it. We've seen Devontae do it. Let's see if Dallas can do it at a tight end position.
I got one for you.
Give me it.
Miles Sanders gets 125 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns.
Woo! That'd be nice. And to be honest, that was going to be my last one. Was going to say Miles do something crazy. I was like, dude, I just said Jalen threw for 400 yards. So the fact we were really to have to destroy them if he done threw for 4 already and some touchdowns, and then freaking, then Miles still busting 100. But with Miles, it's possible because he can hit those home runs from long out. He can have three rushes for that much.
He's playing good right now, dude. He hasn't broke over 100 yards yet, but
what up?
He's played solid. He's doing really good. I'm very impressed with what Miles Sanders has done so far.
Yeah, with the opportunity, he's doing the most with the opportunities he's given. And I think this guy right now it's good that we're kind of like just keeping people on fear with the pass. Even though we're running this ball a little bit, but we're keeping them on fear, like making you keep thinking that because it's almost October, November, baby, and you know what? It's ground and pound in the cold season. So if you have them scared of the run, of the pass, it make the running game that much more easier and better once we get there. So keep doing what they do. I think they can. It's a long season. No one has to be the star of the whole season. Just keep rotating your stars. Who wants to have a good game this game? And who can we isolate this game and make them look amazing for the week? So Richard says Hurts 368 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. I like it.
I like it too.
And then my score prediction, man, I like that 31-17 to be honest. Like that sounds pretty cool. But I want to win by more. I want to win by more. I want like a 45.
You want a 50 burger? You gonna say?
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Burger?
There you go. So we're doing hot takes. There you go. A 50 burger. 50 plus points on Dougie P. Just so because you gotta think about it though. That's how you slap your old people in the face. You know, Carson come in, we sack him 9 times.
that,
Dougie P, you come here to our house and we beat you 50-14. Get out of here. You're not welcome no more.
Yo, I should have never said that.
I like it though. That's great. I love it. 50 burger on Dougie P's head.
God, Nick, prove that right. I'd laugh. I would.
Jinx says 401 with 4 touchdowns. Dang, it was so funny on my FanDuel. I seen it say Bridgewater, and every time I was about to pick a player, it kept going to Bridgewater, and I kept like, why are you throwing him up here?
Oh,
They
it's
be
your
knowing stuff. They be knowing stuff for that stuff. They be knowing stuff. He said Miles Sanders 2 touchdowns rushing. Nikki says Sanders will get big games this season. There hasn't been the call for a big Sanders game yet. Yeah, facts. That one game, they all were rushing the ball. Gainwell, Sanders, Scott, Hurts. And that's kind of hard, too, because when our running game is really clicking, that means Hurts is running the ball, too. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So it's really hard. Like, when you think of Miles Sanders, like, you really want your number one to be getting like 100, 125 yards in a game, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, like, Jalen Hurts is our number one rusher, running back, you know? And Miles Sanders is like the number 2, you know? So it's like, for him to get 80 in a touchdown, it's a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like, our offense is doing pretty good. But I don't know. We're interested to see if he can. Can he? Do you think he's going to be able to break like a 150-yard game, 125-yard game?
Who? Miles?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell,
bro, all it takes is one play at the beginning of a game and he breaks 85 yards and shit. It's pitter-patter from there on out. You know what I mean? Like, it only takes one run. If he breaks an 85-yard run in the first quarter, damn, hell yes, he breaks 125 unless Nick's an asshole and keeps him out for half a game.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely possible. We just see it will happen.
It only takes one time.
Right? That we will be 5-0 by the time we play the Cowgirls. Watch. Facts. I know it said Cowboys.
I've already said it, bro. We'll be 8-0 by our bye week.
We're going to be 17-0, Jeans. Remember that, okay? Stamp that down in your log. I think Hurts settles into the pocket as the season goes on. Yeah, because he's looking really nice in that pocket. He's definitely looking really, really nice in that pocket.
Oh, yeah, he's much more comfortable, bro. You can tell. You know, he's more precise where he reads. He doesn't overthink. He knows where to go. He knows where his reads are when he checks down, you know, from 1, 2, and 3. Like, you can just tell everything is starting to come together for him. Everything's slowing down, as they say.
17-0 until proven otherwise, my guy. Proven otherwise. Now we gave you guys the prediction, the breakdown of our team. I want to have a little fun again. You know, every now and then I like to buzz out the cards. You know what I'm saying? You guys, if you guys haven't got them, go get you some sports trivia cards, Philadelphia sports trivia cards.
I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Come on, AK, do a couple with me.
All right.
We're going to do a couple.
All right.
I'm going to pick some easy ones. It's going to only be football. How about that? We keep it. You know, we won't do any other teams, which is 2 Eagles. I try to pick the easier ones to have a little fun. In addition to the Eagles, Donovan McNabb played 1 season for each of what 2 NFC teams?
Wait. I was truly. Say again.
It says, in addition to the Eagles, Donovan McNabb played 1 season for each of the 2 NFC teams. These 2
Washington. And?
Yeah, it says he played 1 season for each of these 2 NFC.
Oh, well, we know the other one was the Eagles. I mean,
no, besides the Eagles.
He played other. What?
Yes. Glad you made it on board, Nikki. I've been telling you guys. Okay, I'm gonna say it again for you. In addition to the Eagles, Donovan McNabb played 1 season for each of what 2 NFC teams? So anybody in the chat,
NFC teams.
if you guys know in the chat, what's the other team that Donovan McNabb played with?
It was Washington, and then it was after Washington, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't really care after he left, after Washington. Vikings. There you go.
Nikki says it is the Vikings.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki Cunningham, with the right answer. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know if Philly's like that. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of an easy one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Should be able to get this one. In 2009, what AFC East team traded Jason Peters to the Eagles for 3 draft picks?
Oh, that was the Bills.
That is correct. Yeah, I knew that was the easy one.
Yeah.
What coach served as the Eagles' offensive coordinator from 1995 to 97 before winning a Super Bowl and Super Bowl 37 as the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
What year did he win the Super Bowl?
I think that's 37. So he was
37, yeah, but 37. That yeah, but what year is 37?
They don't tell me what year that.
Okay,
Super Bowl
well, what
37 is.
Gruden?
There you go, John Gruden. Look at
I mean,
you.
that's the only one that. That's the only one Tampa ever won. So, well, not up till Tom the other.
To Tom Brady, yep. That was another easy one.
Mm-hmm.
What Eagles tight end was named 1988 Sports News NFL Rookie of the Year? Ooh, it's kind of easy though. It's kind of easy.
Yeah.
88 Eagles tight end.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. Was his last name Smith?
Not L.J. Smith. No, that's incorrect.
Oh shit!
When you think of like the Reggie White teams, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he was a tight end. He was before L.J.
Or Young, right?
No, his initials are K.J. She says, "I'm too young."
Yeah, dude, I was born in '88, so that's literally
Eagles champ says Chad Lewis.
Keith Jackson. Yeah.
Here's Nikki again with the answer. Keith Jackson is correct, and he's one of my favorite Eagles too. I liked Keith Jackson back in the day.
Yeah, that one was just a little tiny bit. I mean, I know obviously Reggie White in that era, and Randall Cunningham, but that one was just a tiny, tiny bit, just right there when I was born. So,
It says, what cornerback was released just 2 years into his monstrous 5-year deal he signed to jump from the Raiders to the Eagles in 2011?
I'm all right.
Namdi.
Yeah.
So trash.
Biggest.
When he came over here,
biggest.
so trash.
Yeah. We good now?
What longtime Eagle tight end joined the club in 2007 as a 5th-round pick from the University of Cincinnati?
Wait, tight end? What long time tight end? Oh, that was Selleck, isn't it?
Selleck, correct. Look at you're flying through these.
Not really.
Drafted in the 1st round of 1998, at what position did Trey Thomas start all but one game during his 11-year career? That's an easy one.
Oh, that's left tackle, right?
Left tackle is correct.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna get that one. That's kind of before your time
Hey.
too.
Hmm.
What are you doing?
Well, hey, wife just walked in, so I gotta finish up.
All right, we're gonna go 2 more. Here we go.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a. What, are you a Sister fan too?
No, I'm a Bulls fan, man.
Oh, you're a Bulls fan. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah.
what 3 teams did the Eagles beat in a 2017 NFL playoffs to earn their first Super Bowl championships in franchise history?
Well, obviously the Vikings,
Uh-huh.
and then oh shit, man. I'm having a brain fart right now. Hold on.
Who they beat in the Super Bowl?
Well, obviously Tom Brady. Duh.
Okay, it's the Patriots.
Patriots, Vikings. Oh wow, dude, I'm tired. Sorry, long day at work.
The Patriots, Vikings, and Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons. Thank you.
Falcons.
I forgot Julio, Jalen Mills. Yep, right there, corner end zone. Yep.
And for the last question, this is going to be the money question too. What undrafted free agent spent 12 years with the Eagles and the Redskins and led Philly in receiving in 2001 and 2003? You might not get this one, but it's the last one, so I made it a little bit.
Probably isn't. Yeah. Who?
James Thrash. I didn't know he
I
led
remember
the team.
Thrash.
I didn't know he led the.
I didn't know he ever led us though.
Yeah, I didn't know he led the Eagles in receiving.
Yeah,
2001 and 2003.
I just learned
That's crazy.
something.
That's a good one right there. I didn't know that one. But hey, man, thanks again for coming on. We got to definitely get some more in this year. Shout out to all you guys in here. Please like and subscribe to my boy AK Eagles. Any final thoughts?
No, man, it's going to be a good season. You know, I know a lot of people are saying it's going to be a close game this weekend, but I don't think it's going to be as close as what everyone thinks.
Because it's going to be a 50 burger, baby.
I'm not doubting Jacksonville whatsoever. I know Doug has them playing at a really good level right now. You know, I know that he's going to give it everything that they got, and these players are going to play for him because he is a player's coach. But unfortunately, I think our talent overweighs their talent, so I'm not too worried about it. But they're going to give us their best.
No, we're going to do some more of this trivia. There's a lot of those cards, man. Definitely going to do some more, but we're going to get out of here for tonight. Shout out to all you guys. Much love. Hit that like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Fly, Eagles, fly. Till next time, it's BG, a.k.a. we out.
Peace.